Hopefully this works. So give me a shout out if it's not. But yeah, we'll get started in just 1 minute. For those of you that don't know me, I am Jessica. I'm going to be leading y'all this morning through your foundational flow. Um, and so if you use some Bluetooth headphones, it's probably the best way to get the music in the background. Um, so that way you can click on that playlist. If you don't see it, feel free to let me know and I'll give it to you. But you'll be able to play that in the background. Kind of get this sweat flowing this morning. We have a new system, so it's a little bit harder. But I think it's working. All right, y'all. It's 6 a.m. We'll get started. So, again, I'm Jessica. I'm going to be leading y'all this morning through your foundational flow, which is level 1, 2. I always provide modifications and advancements for those who want to, do a little bit of arm balances or anything like that this morning. All right, y'all. So you guys can get started by clicking play on the playlist if you have those Bluetooth headphones. Maybe put the volume about halfway. And we'll start this morning in child's pose. So spread your knees just wide on your mat. Bring your big toes to touch behind you. And then send your hips straight back towards your heels as you start to walk your hands out towards the front of the room. Place your forehead on your mat. And just start to take really big, deep breaths here. So take one big, deep inhale in through your nose. Hold it at the top. And then open mouth as you release that breath out. Take another deep inhale, staying in child's pose in through your nose. Visualize your breath this time coming up through your fingertips. Then hold it at the top. You'll hold for 4. For 3. You'll let that breath go in 2. And 1, open your mouth as you release that breath out. Now 1 more inhale in. This time, visualize your breath coming up through your fingertips, all the way up the back of your arms, up your shoulder blades. Then hold it at the top. Create that expansion through your lungs, your diaphragm, and just hold it for 4. For 3. Release that tension in 2. And 1, open your mouth as you release that breath out the back of your spine. Now begin to zip up your lips and use your Ujjayi breath, which is breathing in and out your nose. This is your breath of fire, of heat that will guide your movements throughout the next 60 minutes. If at any point you do feel overheated, use that open mouth exhale to release some heat from your body. And always feel free to come back to child's pose or resting pose you're in. Now begin to walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. So all the way on the right side, place your left palm on top of your right. Now sink your left ear into your mat and then gaze under your right tricep. And right here, really emphasize that breath intentionally through your left side body. So as you inhale, visualize that breath coming up through your left fingertips, all the way up your left arm, down your left side body. And then exhale to release that breath out. 1 more inhale in. And then exhale, start to walk your hands over, this time to the opposite side of your mat. This time, place your right palm on top of your left. Sink your right ear into your mat. Gaze underneath your left tricep. Start to breathe through your right side body. With every inhale, breathe through your fingertips all up your right side. With every exhale, release that tension out of your right side body. 1 more inhale in. 1 more exhale out. Now start to walk your hands over towards the center of your mat. And then inhale, tabletop pose. So stack your shoulders right over your wrists, your hips over your knees. Now inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly down to your mat. Extend the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Now intentionally Pull the heels of your hands closer towards your knees. So you feel that expansion through your chest, your shoulder blades. And then exhale, cat pose, curl your spine. Look in towards your navel as you rotate your shoulders forward, your biceps back. Inhale, take cow pose, drop your belly down. Rotate your biceps forward, your shoulder blades down your back. Exhale, cat pose, curl your spine, look in towards your navel. One more inhale, cow pose. And then exhale, cat pose, curl your spine. Now inhale back to tabletop pose. This time lift your right knee out to the side. I'm going to turn this way for fire hydrant pose. Extend your leg out and press the inner arch of your foot into your mat. Now begin to walk your hands forward. Come all the way onto your finger pads. And let the crown of your head go towards the front of the room as your forehead rests on your mat or your chin, whatever you have space for this morning. Now today we're going to really emphasize on lengthening our psoas, so our muscle of the soul, and what that does is it releases a lot of tension because it's connected to our diaphragm through fascia. So what it does, it affects how we breathe and how we calm ourselves down, as well as can create tension that interacts with our digestive system. So we're going to release all that today. Take one more deep inhale in where you feel a little bit of tension. And then exhale as you allow that tension to release. Now begin to walk your hands back towards the center of your mat. And then bring your knee out for fire hydrant pose. Now donkey kick straight up towards the ceiling. Feel your glutes start to activate. And then knee to nose squeeze it. We'll do this 2 more times. So fire hydrant out to the side. Donkey kick straight up towards the ceiling. Knee to nose crunch it. One last time, fire hydrant out. Now stay here as you donkey kick up towards the ceiling. Shift your weight over to your right hand. Grab your right foot with your left hand and then kick back like you're kicking into dancer's pose. So as you press into your hand presses into your foot. And then gaze over your top shoulder. 2 deep breaths here. With every inhale, lengthen. And then exhale as you place that left knee down, knee to nose squeezing. And then place your right knee back onto your mat. Now lift your left knee out to the side for fire hydrant pose. Same thing to the left. Extend your leg out and press the inner arch of your foot into the ground. Now tuck your toe behind you, then begin to walk your hands out towards the front of your mat. And placing your forehead or your chin all the way down. Noticing where there's a little bit of tension in your body. Make sure your elbows are popped off your mat. Only your finger pads should be on. Now inhale where you feel a little bit of tension. And then exhale as you intentionally release that tension out of your body. 2 more deep breaths right here. So inhale where you feel tension. Exhale as you release that tension out of your body, lengthening through your groin, your psoas, your shoulder blades. 1 more inhale in. 1 more exhale out. Now walk your hands back towards the center of your mat and then bend your knee out for fire hydrant pose. Now donkey kick straight up towards the ceiling, just loosening up our psoas. Knee to nose squeezing. 1 more time, fire hydrant out to the side. Donkey kick straight up. Knee to nose. Now this time, fire hydrant out. Donkey kick. Shift your weight over to your left hand. Grab your back foot with your right. And now intentionally kick into that hand as you gaze over your right shoulder. And then draw your hips, your groin forward as you allow that curve in the back of your spine to lengthen right here. Your psoas is also connected to that lumbar spine, which allows that little curvature in there. So we want to make sure to embrace it and lengthen it out. Take 1 more deep inhale in. Exhale as you place your right hand down, knee to nose. Then place your left knee back onto your mat. Now tuck your toes behind you, bring your knees to hip width distance, and just start to big giant circles towards the right side. So coming all the way forward, all the way back, just loosening up your joints right here. Getting all those little nicks and cracks, anything you need to release from your week that's not serving you, just allow this space to release right here. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more inhale in. Exhale it out. Now, other side. Start to make giant circles towards the other direction. And notice where it feels a little bit tight in your body. Allow yourself to spend a breath or two there. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more inhale in. Exhale, come back to tabletop pose. Now tuck your toes, lift your knees off your mat for bear pose. So spread your fingertips out wide. Dome out your shoulder blades like you're in cat pose. Now inhale, turbo dog. Send your hips back towards your heels as you straighten your arms. So feel this all up your Achilles, your calves, your hamstrings, as well as down your shoulder blades. Allow your chest to sink towards your mat. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, shift forward, high plank. Now bring your hands to the right underneath your shoulders. Now keep your hands here. Inhale, turbo dog. Exhale like a wave, shift forward, high plank. 2 more times. Inhale, turbo dog. Exhale, high plank. 1 last time. Inhale, turbo dog. Exhale, high plank. Now shift forward to your big toes. Tuck your elbows in. Lower halfway. Gaze straight down. For 4. For 3. All the way down in 2. And 1, all the way down. Untuck your toes. Press the tops of your feet into your mat. Bring your hands right by your armpits. Tuck your elbows in. Now inhale, cobra pose. Rise just your chest up, pressing through the tops of your feet. And then exhale, lower down. Now allow your finger pads to go into your mat this time. Then inhales, you just rise your chest up. Gaze up and out. Breathe through your belly button. Exhale, lower down. 1 last time, bring your arms a little bit wider. Inhale, rise up. Drop your right shoulder down, gaze over your left. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, drop your left shoulder down, gaze over your right. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, lower all the way down. Tuck your toes, engage your legs. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Start to pedal out your dog, bend deep into one knee and the other. Allow all those little nicks and cracks out. And then come to stillness. Now inhale as you lift your heels off your mat, come onto the balls of your feet. And then exhale as you sink your heels down towards your mat. Spiral your inner thighs towards the back of the room. And now press through your palms to send your chest closer towards your thighs. We'll do that 1 more time. I can see all the dog hair on my legs. Inhale as you lift your heels off your mat, come onto the balls of your feet. And then exhale, sink your heels down, spiraling your inner thighs towards the back of the room. Now start to walk your hands back towards your feet and take on a ragdoll pose. So option, if your shoulder blades are a little tight, interlace your hands above your head and then start to shift forward so you're on the balls of your feet. Option to grab opposite elbows with opposite hands. Option to interlace your hand at the crown of your head. But wherever you are, let your head fall heavy right here. And then shift your weight forward so you're allowing your core to hold you up. Now start to nod your head, yes. Nod your head, no. Nod your head, yes. Again, you showed up. You're here. Take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, release your hands down. Bend your knees, tuck your chin in towards your chest. Roll up to stand vertebrae by vertebrae. Let your head be the last thing to come up. And then exhale, Samasthiti. Bring your hands to heart center. Roll your shoulders down your back and then close your eyes right here. Right here is where you set your intention for your Thursday. The intention I share is just to reset. Maybe some things that have worked for you in the past are not working anymore, and to reset how we go about our day. How important it is to move and sweat. How important it is to love and give yourself some care. Give yourself some love. Or set an intention of your own. We'll see our intention this morning with 1 cleansing breath. Take a deep inhale in through your nose. Open mouth, release that breath out. Now open your eyes, release your fingertips down at your side. Now inhale, mountain pose, sweep your arms overhead. And then hold and breathe right here. Now ground down through the 4 corners of your feet. Feel your feet rooted into your mat. Now pull your thighs off your kneecaps to engage your quads. And draw your tailbone down as you pull your belly button in and up. And then melt your shoulders away from your ears. Now take a deep inhale in as you hook your thumbs together overhead. Make a big W like this. And then exhale, lean over to the right, gaze underneath your left tricep. So inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, sink a little bit lower. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, sink over to the left, gaze underneath your right tricep. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms, puff your chest forward. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, forward fold. Now inhale, halfway lift. So take your hands either to your mat, or if you can't reach it, shins or thighs, and then just hold right here. Now shift your weight towards the balls of your feet. Pull your belly button in, let your core engage as you elongate your neck. So notice I'm taking all the wrinkles out of my neck as I gaze straight up and out, extending the crown of my head forward. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, high plank, plant your hands, step back, and then hold right here. Now inhale, turbo dog, send your hips back, straighten your arms. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, turbo dog. Exhale, high plank. One more, inhale, turbo dog. Exhale, high plank. Shift your weight forward to your big toes. Notice I'm on my tippy toes, and then tuck your elbows in, lower halfway for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Caress the tops of your feet into your mat, flip your feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll start to move, doing the same movements, breath to movement this time. Now inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Now inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, ground down, reach up towards the ceiling. Hook your thumbs together, standing bend to the right, gaze to the left, wake up your body. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, standing bend to the left, gaze to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms, puff your chest forward. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, forward fold. Now inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, hold right here. Now tuck your tailbone down so it's in line with your shoulders. And then gaze straight in between your thumbs. Now bring your right knee to your right tricep, give it a little tap. Back to center. Left knee to left tricep. Back to center, alternate here. So it's right, center, left, center. Option to speed it up here. It's out and out. Yes, just warming up our obliques. Exhale. Exhale, you got it. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, high plank in 2, and 1. Now high plank. Shift your weight forward to your big toes, lower halfway. Inhale, high plank, press up. Exhale, lower halfway, just warming up our triceps. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower halfway. Now inhale, upward facing dog, flip to the tops of your feet, straighten your arms. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. Now inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat, same thing. Now inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, mountain pose, ground down, reach up towards the ceiling. Hook your thumbs together. Standing bend to the right, gaze to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, standing bend to the left, gaze to the right. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, forward fold. Now inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga, so step or float back to a high plank. Now shift your weight forward. We're just combining everything, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip to the tops of your feet. Straighten your arms. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, side out. Now inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Now inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink your hips low. So sweep your arms overhead so your ears are framed by your biceps. Now hold right here. Sink your weight into your heels. Now draw your tailbone like I'm about to sit in a chair. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. And then you can even put your toes off your mat. Sink your weight all the way into your heels. And then place them back down on your mat. Now hold right here. Now breathe in where you feel a little tension. And then exhale to sink a little bit lower. Feel that booty, your quads start to burn right here. Now take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arms. So hinge your chest forward. Keep your legs where they are. And then bring your palms to face in towards one another. And then just hold here. Now make sure you're not dumping your chest into your thighs. Make sure you're using your obliques to hold you up. And then squeeze your palms together. Maybe lift 1 inch higher to activate your triceps. And then elongate your neck, gaze straight in front of you. Now sink your hips even lower. Inhale, chair pose. Woo! Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now inhale, lift your right leg high. Look back at your left heel, sink it down to your mat. Bend your knees, stack your hip. Take a few hip rolls to the right and left, so lengthening our psoas, our gateway to our entire practice. Yes, so make sure it's all nice and loose. Draw big giant circles with your right knee, all while sinking your left heel down to your mat. Now inhale, lift your right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Now over to your left. Back over to your right, windshield wiper right here. So it's out and out, just warming up that core. Exhale. Exhale, yes. Make sure your knees touching each elbow because you can do it. For 4. For 3, sweep it back up. In 2 and 1. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Then step your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Drop your back knee and tuck your back toe. Now inhale as you shift your weight over to your left hand. You're rolling onto the pinky edge of your right foot. Take your right hand to your right thigh. Now inhale as you press into your left hand. Exhale as you start to press your right thigh to the right side of the room. So we're lengthening our psoas right here. With every inhale, draw your right shoulder down your back. With every exhale, start to straighten your right arm. So you'll feel this in your TFL connected to your hip and your IT band. Your IT band, you're growing your hip flexor. 2 more breaths right here. 1 more inhale in. And then exhale, roll back onto your right foot. Tuck your back toe, half splits. So make sure that your hips are stacked right over your back knee. Now point your front toes towards your nose. And rather than leaning with your head, start to walk your hands forward so your chest comes closer towards your thighs. So we're just lengthening out through our hamstrings. Yeah, I need a little more pumped up music because it's 6 a.m. So love y'all. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more inhale where you feel a little bit of tension. And then exhale as you release that tension out. Now shift your weight forward. Inhale, crescent moon, so extend your arms overhead. And now take a deep inhale in. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms and send your front knee towards your pinky toe. Open up your hips, allow your psoas to lengthen out. Now inhale, rise up. Exhale, baby back bend. Draw your shoulders down your back. Breathe up and out. 1 more inhale, rise up. Exhale, hover your chest, draw your shoulders down your back. Now inhale as you rise up. Tuck your back toe. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. So hinge your chest forward over your front thigh. Just like that chair pose with airplane arms, squeeze your palms together. And then just hold right here. Now make sure your back leg is engaged. So if you could see, my back heel is over my toe mound. Now elongate your neck, gaze straight down over your front toe instead of looking at me. And now shift your right hip back, your left hip forward. So start to level out your hips, squeeze your inner thighs in towards one another. Now take a deep inhale in as you shift your weight to your front foot. And then exhale, standing leg raise, one-legged Tadasana. So bring your left knee in line with your hip. And then just hold right here. Now draw your shoulders down your back. Spread your fingertips out wide and scoop your left hip down, your right hip up. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, standing figure 4. So cross your ankle over your right thigh. Then bend deep in your knees. No need to go into an arm balance or anything yet. Just warming up our hamstrings as well as our hip flexor, our psoas. 2 deep breaths. With every inhale, lengthen. With every exhale, sink back in your chair a little bit further. It should feel good on your left hip flexor. 1 more inhale in. 1 more exhale out. Now inhale, standing leg raise. And then exhale, airplane, hinge your chest forward. Now slow and controlled, step it back. Crescent lunge with airplane arms. Yes, hover your chest. Now inhale, Skandasana to the back. So bend deep into your left knee. And then just hold and breathe right here. So wherever you can go, make sure that your knee is stacked over your ankle, your right toes or up towards the ceiling. Now option is stay here. Option is start to walk your hands out in front, coming all the way onto your finger pads, just lengthening through your upper body. Take 2 deep breaths right here. One more inhale in. One more exhale out. Now shift your weight over towards your heel and use your quad to lift you up. Warrior 2 towards the front of the room as you inhale. And then just hold right here. So notice I can even see my chest is forward. Make sure your shoulders are stacked right over your hips. You're gazing over your front hand and bend your front knee as you scoop through your back foot. Now this time spiral your inner thighs away from one another. Be in the fire right here. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, extended side angle, hinge forward. And when you can't anymore, hinge down. Now frame your top ear. And then use your elbow to nudge your chest so you spiral it towards the ceiling. And now activate that upper arm by framing your ear. Bend a little bit deeper and create one long line of energy from your back foot to the top of your hands. 2 deep breaths. One more inhale in. One more exhale out. Now keep that bend in your front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Take your top arm up and back and then hold right here. Now recommit to that bend. If you have the capability, take your back hand and start to press your front thigh towards your mat. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, runner's lunge. Frame your front foot with your hands. Now shift all your weight to your hands. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Keep your right leg high. And then exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Option to do a chin stand or Ekapada if that's in your practice. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo. Now let's do that on the left side. Inhale, lift your left leg high, sink your right heel down. Bend your knees, stack your hip. Take those big giant circles, lengthening up the psoas on your left side, as well as you're growing your hip flexors. Yes, go one direction and the other. Sink your right heel down. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Now over to your right, then over to your left. So it's like a little windshield wiper here. So it's left and right. Make sure you're touching each elbow here. It's out and out. Exhale. 4 more here. For 4. For 3, sweep it up. In 2. And 1, inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. And then step your left foot on the outside of your left hand. Drop your back knee, untuck your back toe. We have that twisted lizard. Now roll onto the pinky edge of your left foot. Take your left hand to your left thigh. Press through your right palm as you draw your right shoulder front forward. And then exhale as you gaze over your left shoulder. Draw it down your back. So now with every inhale, press through your right palm. With every exhale, straighten your left arm. Feel that all up your TFL, your IT bands, your hamstrings, your groin. It also helps that psoas. 2 more deep breaths. One more inhale in. Exhale, roll back onto that left foot. Tuck your back toe, half splits. So send your booty back and make sure your hips are stacked right over that back knee. And now instead of putting your head down again, make sure to walk your hands forward. If you have a towel, feel free to wrap that towel around your left foot and try to drag your chest closer towards your thigh. So stretching all up your quads, as well as your calf. 2 deep breaths. One more inhale in. Exhale, crescent moon. Extend your arms overhead. And then exhale, baby back bend, cactus arm. Send your left knee out towards your pinky toe, lengthening through that groin. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms. Draw your shoulders down your back. Puff your chest forward. Now inhale, rise up. Tuck your back toe. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. So hinge your chest forward, gaze straight over your toes, and then just hold right here. Now elongate your neck. This should feel like someone's pulling you by the crown of your head forward. And then scoop your left hip back, your right hip forward to square your hips. Now shift your weight over towards your front foot as you take a deep inhale. And then bring your right knee, this time in line with your hips. One-legged Tadasana or standing leg raise. Now mount your shoulders away from your ears. Scoop your right hip down, your left hip up. Take a deep inhale in. And then exhale, funky chair or standing figure four. So now sink back like you could see in the mirror. Sink back like it looks like you're about to sit in a chair. Bring your hands to heart center and flex and activate that right foot. And now ground down through the four corners of your left. 2 deep breaths here. You can even use your right hand to guide your thigh down, getting into those hip flexors. One more inhale in. One more exhale out. Now inhale, standing leg raise. Bring your right knee in line with your hip. And then exhale, airplane. Now slow and control, step back, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Yes. Now Skandasana towards the back. Bring your right knee down as you lift your left toes up. Option again to walk your finger pads out towards the front of you, resting your chest on your front thigh. 2 deep breaths right here. One more inhale. Exhale as you walk your hands back. Shift your weight all towards your heel. Use your quad to lift you up. Exhale, warrior 2. Now stay right here. Make sure that front knee is stacked over your ankle. Send your front knee towards your pinky toe. And then ground down through the pinky edge of your right foot. Now take a deep inhale in. Exhale, extended side angle, hinge forward and down. Now again, use your bottom elbow to spiral your chest open. So create that expansion through your chest. All while you're getting a little bit lower in that front leg. Now take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale as you draw your right shoulder down your back. Gaze underneath your right armpit. 2 more breaths right here. One more inhale in. One more exhale out. Now keep that bend in your front knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Take your top arm up and back. Option to take that little bind by sending your right hand, pressing your left thigh down. Now take 1 deep inhale as you stretch up and back. Exhale, runner's lunge. Frame that front foot with your hands. Shift all your weight to your front hands. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Keep your left leg high. Exhale, high to low plank. Option use Ekapada. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 cleansing breaths right here before we move breath to movement. One more inhale in. One more exhale out. Now inhale as you gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. We're starting to flow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Now inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips low, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arms, hinge forward. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips even lower. Exhale, forward fold. Now inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Option to always hold that high plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Down to your wrist, back up to your elbow. Elevator drill right here. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 3-legged dog, and 4. In 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your right foot outside your right hand. Drop your back knee, untuck your back toe. Inhale as you roll into the pinky edge of your right foot. Exhale, gaze over your right shoulder. Press your right thigh towards the right side. Now inhale as you roll back onto your right foot. Frame your foot with your hands. Tuck your back toe. Half splits. Send your toes towards your nose, your chest towards your thigh. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, shift forward. Inhale, crescent moon. Extend your arms overhead. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms. Send your knee towards your pinky toe. Inhale, rise up 2 more times. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Send your back knee off your mat. Now shift your weight forward. Inhale, standing leg raise. Bring your left knee in line with your hip. Exhale, standing figure four. Inhale, standing leg raise. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms, slow and control. Nice. Now, inhale, Skandasana to the back of the room. Exhale, warrior two. Use your quad strength. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Take your top arm up and back. Exhale, runner's lunge. Frame your front foot with your hand. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, high to low plank. Chaturanga option to do that chin stand. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Down to your wrist. Back up to your elbow. Elevator drill for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Sweep it up into. And 1. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Plant your left foot on the outside of your left hand. Drop your back knee and tuck your back toe. Inhale, roll onto the pinky edge of your left foot. And then start to press your left thigh as you exhale, gaze over your left shoulder. Inhale, roll back onto the balls of your left foot. Tuck your back toe, half splits. Point your toes towards your nose. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, baby back bend. One more. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, baby back bend. Tuck your back toe. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Take your back knee off your mat. Shift your weight forward. Inhale, standing leg raise. Exhale, funky chairs. Standing figure four. Now flex and activate your right foot. Inhale, standing leg raise. Exhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms, slow and control. Inhale, Skandasana towards the back. Exhale, warrior two. Now inhale as you fill up. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, frame your front foot, runner's lunge. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now take one deep inhale in. One exhale out. Now inhale as you gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Now inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sink your hips low, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arms. We're pulsing our arms up and up. Exhale, sink your booty down and back. So we're activating our triceps. So it's up and up. Yes. Now gaze straight down and then engage your obliques by pulling your belly off your thighs for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Twist towards the right, so prayer twist. Connect your left elbow to your right thigh. Now gaze over your right shoulder. Option, take your right hand into a fist. Yes, twist all that tension out of your spine. And now make sure your knees are in line with one another. With every inhale, lengthen your spine. With every exhale, twist it out. Now inhale, rise back up. We'll do the left side later. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. It's pulse and pulse. Lower and lower. Exhale. Exhale right here. You have 4. For 3, can you go even lower? 2, yes you can. And 1, hold low. You have 4. 3 all the way down in 2. And 1, we're going to do some core right here. So high boat. Bring your shins in line with your mat. Option, bring your toes down. Bring your arms up. Now inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. So it's up and down. Yes. So using your entire core to pull you up and down. Exhale. Exhale, you got it. You have 8, 7, keep going. For 6, draw your shoulders down your back. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Now bring your hands behind your head. We have high bicycle twist right here. So bring your right elbow to your left knee. Point your right toe towards the front. Back to center. Left toe forward. Bring your left elbow to your right knee. Back to center. We'll alternate right here. So it's right and left. Right and left. Just using your obliques. If you feel your low back starting to give out, put your legs back down, take a break, come back, because that means your psoas is giving out. So you want to make sure to protect it right here. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High boat. Low boat all the way down. Woo. Now bring the soles of your feet together, your knees out wide. Take your hands into a Charlie Angel above your head. Inhale, rise up, Supta Baddha Konasana, roll-ups. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, lower down. Yes, you've got it. Using your entire core rather than that momentum from your arms to lift you up. Yes, this is giving your psoas a break. Yes, you can feel that lengthening through your hip flexors. So it's up for 2, down for 2. You've got it. 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, rise up. Now take it back. We're going right and left, right and left. Exhale. Exhale, yes. So you're using your obliques to twist you. It's out and out. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold low. Yes, you can for 8, 7, 6, 5. Bring your knees to your chest. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees to your chest. Rock and roll up and down your spine. Then maybe even cross your ankles, or rather pop up into a chair pose. Yes, bring that energy this morning. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo. Now inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Now, place your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Drop your back knee, untuck your back toe. Inhale, lizard twist. So take a deep inhale in as you press through your left hand. Exhale as you gaze over your right shoulder. 2 deep breaths right here. 1, inhale in. Exhale, roll back onto your right foot. Now take your back leg behind you. Still have your left hand down. Grab your back foot with your right hand. So a little quad stretch as you bring your foot closer towards your glute. Option to use a towel, but gaze over your top shoulder. 2 deep breaths right here. 1 more inhale in. Exhale, place that left foot down. Now send your hips back, half splits. You have 2 deep breaths right here. 1 more inhale in. Exhale, shift forward. Inhale, crescent move. Exhale, baby back bend. Now inhale, rise up. Exhale, baby back bend. 1 last one. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, baby back bend. Inhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. So shift your chest forward, gaze straight down over your toes. Now drop your left knee down. Lift it back up. You have 8, 7, for 6. You have 5, 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Now shift forward. Standing leg raise, bring your left knee in line with your hip. Now exhale, standing figure 4, cross your ankle, then deep into your knees. Now option to stay here if you want to try an arm balance this morning. Option to plant your hands into your mat, grip your mat with your fingertips, send your tailbone high as you take your left foot and you squeeze your tricep on your right side. Now just like crow, you start to hinge forward, maybe take your back foot back about a bit. And maybe you start to fly your right leg up. Make sure your belly is pulled in as you gaze forward. Option, I don't know if I'm warmed up enough yet, is flying pigeons. So taking your right leg up towards the ceiling if you've got that in your practice. A little too early for me this morning, but y'all have got it. 2 more breaths wherever you are. I'm going to go halfway through this playlist too if you guys are still on it because it's a little slow right now. Now, One more inhale in. One more exhale out. Now inhale, standing leg raise. Exhale, airplane. Now tap your toe down and up. It's down and up. Exhale. Exhale, just activating that left glute. Yes, down and up. You have 8, 7. For 6. You have 5 more. For 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Now bring your hands to heart center. Tuck your left knee behind your right. Squeeze in. Then lift back up. So it's in and out. Yes, in and out. Exhale. Yes, you can. Exhale. Keep going. Right here, you have 4 more. For 4. For 3. Airplane in 2. And 1. Airplane. Yes. Now, slow and control. Step it back. Crescent lunge with airplane arms. Yes. Now, Skandasana to the back. Exhale, warrior 2 towards the front. We're repeating that. Skandasana back. Warrior 2 towards the front. For 8. 7. For 6. You have 5 more. For 4. For 3. For 2. And 1. Now exhale, extended side angle. Option to stay here. Option to take a bind. So wrapping your bottom arm right around your glute, taking your top arm, trying to catch your hand right here, gazing up and out over your shoulder. Make sure you draw your shoulder back. Option to try birds of paradise by walking your back foot in, shifting all the way over to your left foot and standing up nice and slow. Option to start to straighten your leg. Whew. Whatever option is in your practice today, though, without comparison, without judgment. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more inhale in. 1 more exhale out. Come back to extended side angle. You're in birds of paradise. Now inhale, reverse warrior. Take your top arm up and back. Exhale, runner's lunge. Now inhale, 3-legged dog. Sweep your right leg high. Bend your knee, stack your hip. And then start to send it all the way over, flip your dog. So create that expansion through your chest. Ground down through your feet. Maybe you reach up and back into a wheel. This is lengthening out your psoas by expressing that curvature in your lumbar spine. Yes, you got it. 1 more inhale in. Exhale, flip your dog, 3-legged dog. And then exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Woo! Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog, y'all. Take 1 deep inhale in. Exhale it out. Now inhale as you gaze forward. Exhale, step or float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, chair pose with airplane arms. Now inhale, chair pose. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Now shift your chest forward. Prayer twist towards the left. So connect your right elbow outside your left thigh. Now look in the mirror or even your computer, stack elbow over elbow, shoulder over shoulder. Gaze over your top shoulder. Option, take your left hand into a fist and create that expansion through your chest. 2 deep breaths right here. With every inhale, lengthen your spine. With every exhale, gaze over your top shoulder. 1 more inhale in. Exhale it out. Now inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Now drop your left foot next to your left hand. Drop your back knee and tuck your back toe. Inhale, roll into pinky edge, twisted lizard. Exhale, gaze over your left shoulder. 1 more inhale in. 1 more exhale out. Roll back onto your left foot. Take your right foot behind you. Grab that foot with your left hand. Now actively draw your left shoulder down your back. Gaze over that left shoulder. Now pull your heel closer towards your glute. Activate that quad. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale, release that foot down. Tuck your back toe. Half splits. Send your chest towards your thighs. Now scoop your right hip forward, your left hip back. One inhale in. Exhale, shift forward. Inhale, crescent moon. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus your arms. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hinge forward. Now inhale, crescent lunge with airplane arms. Now we're going to tap our right knee down and up, down and up. Yes, exhale. Exhale, feel your glutes start to burn for 8, 7, 6, 5, for 4, 3, standing leg raise, 2, and 1, shift your weight forward, standing leg raise. Exhale, standing figure 4, funky chair, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Option again to stay here. Option to plant your hands down and then grip your arm, look at my toe as it grips my left tricep. Now bend your elbows like you're doing a crow, and then take your foot a little bit further back. Now start to gaze forward, pull your belly button in. Maybe you lift your left foot off your mat. Maybe you go into a flying pigeon if that isn't your practice. Wherever you are, keep going right here. You've got it. Yes, you can. You have 4 more. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more inhale in. 1 more exhale. Come back to standing figure 4. Then standing leg raise. Airplane as you hinge forward. Toe taps down and up, down and up. Exhale. Exhale. So now working that right glute for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands to heart center. Tuck your right knee behind your left Shiva squat. Then back up. So it's down, then up, lower, and lift. Yes, so now working that left glute, your left quad, your left calf. You have 4. You have 3. You have 2. Woo! And 1 airplane. Now crescent lunge with airplane arms. Nice. Now inhale, Skandasana towards the back. Exhale, warrior 2. 2 more times. Skandasana towards the back. Warrior 2. Yes, use your quad to lift you up. Warrior 2. 1 more. Warrior 2. And then extended side angle, hinge forward and down. Now come to your fullest right here. Option to stay here. Option to take on that bind by catching your fingertips. Draw your chest upwards. Option to start to walk your right foot up if you want to try that birds of paradise. Woo! And start to straighten that left leg. But wherever you are, embrace it. You're there for a reason. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more inhale in. 1 more exhale out. Meet back in extended side angle. Now inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, runner's lunge. Frame your front foot. Shift all your weight to your hands. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Sweep your left leg high. Bend your knees, stack your hip. Keep going until you stamp the ground. Flip your dog. Option again to take a full wheel if that is in your practice. But continue to reach up and back, gazing at your hands. 1 more inhale in. Exhale, unflip your dog, 3-legged dog. And then high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana, last Chaturanga of the day. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Woo! How y'all feeling? Yes, so we're on the second to last song now. We're going to cool it down this morning. Now inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Wrap your ankle around your left wrist. Half pigeon on the right. So press the top of your left foot into your mat. Now inhale as you rise up. Exhale, start to walk your hands out forward as you rest your head on your mat or a solid surface. Now, if this isn't in your practice option, do a supine figure 4. So cross your right ankle over your left thigh, just like that funky chair. But now you thread your hands underneath your left foot, rather left leg, and then press your right arm towards your right thigh as you open up your hip and your legs closer towards your chest, keeping your head on the ground. Either way, you're working your hip flexors as well as your groin and releasing a lot of that tension from your psoas. Again, when our psoas is tight, sometimes it can store up a lot of tension, especially during this crazy time. So allowing that space to release that tension, because it's connected to our breath, it's connected to our diaphragm. So the tighter that is, the harder it is to breathe and calm our nervous system down. So allowing every day to just lengthen out your body, to just reset, is so important. 2 more deep breaths. 1 more inhale in. And then exhale as you rise back up to your palms. Tuck your back toe, engage your back leg. Inhale, 3-legged dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. We'll do the other side now. So inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Wrap your ankle around your right wrist. Half pigeon on the left, so untuck your back toe. And then option to place a towel if you need to level out your hips underneath your left sacrum or underneath your forehead. But inhale as you stand up tall. And then exhale, start to hinge forward over your front shin. Notice where there's a little bit of tension in your body. Notice where there's things maybe stored that you don't need anymore. Because during a time like this, taking care of yourself is how you get your power back, is how you have control over your life. So the more we focus on what we can have control over, the more we have that power to control our destiny, control our life. 1 more inhaling. Exhale, rise back up to your palms. Tuck your back toe, engage your back leg. Inhale, 3-legged dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Now inhale as you gaze through your hands. Exhale, tiptoe through your hands, jump, step, hop, and then roll all the way onto your back. Now inhale as you bring your knees into your chest. Take your tailbone all the way off your mat and then just rock side to side. And then exhale, happy baby. So grab the outer edges of your feet, send your knees towards your armpits as you stamp the ceiling. And then as you lift your tailbone off your mat, start to rock side to side. Allow that tension to release. Now take a deep inhale and as you hug your right knee to your chest, your left leg comes long. Bring your right knee all the way over towards your left shoulder. And then exhale, supine twist, guide your right knee over your left thigh. And then anchor your right shoulder, right ear into your mat. With every inhale, lengthen. With every exhale, sink your right shoulder a little bit closer as you guide your right leg towards the ground. Now roll all the way back up and then hug your left knee in towards your chest so you let your right leg out long. Inhale as you hug your left knee towards your right armpit. And then exhale, supine twist, guide your right knee over your left thigh. Then anchor your left shoulder, gaze over at your left hand. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale as you twist your torso out. And then roll back onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Lift your tailbone off your mat. And then bring your knees, your head into your knees. Curl up into a little ball and then just roll maybe side to side, up and down. And hug yourself. Give yourself some gratitude for showing up this morning. So many excuses we can give, but you showed up on your mat. Take a deep inhale in. And then exhale, Shavasana. Take up space on your mat. Take your fingertips out wide and then take 1 deep inhale in. And then exhale, Shavasana. Let everything melt into your mat. Remove your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Just come back to your breath right here.